Good morning, students. Hope you all are fit and fine, staying at home. Today, let us study a chapter on civics that is for class 8. The first chapter, the Union Legislature. India is a union state. We have government at the center and the states. And the three organs of the government are the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. The legislature is the branch of the governments which makes law. The union legislature comprised the president and the two houses of parliament, that is a Lok Sabha, which is called the House of the People, and the Rajya Sabha, the Council of States. Now, let us talk about what is Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. The Lok Sabha or the lower house is more powerful than the upper house, that is a Rajya Sabha. The maximum strength of the Lok Sabha is 552, out of which 530 are elected directly from the states, up to 20 members from the union territories, while 2 members are elected or nominated by the president from the Anglo-Indian community. At present, the Lok Sabha consists of 545 members. The members of the Lok Sabha are elected for a period of 5 years. However, the president may dissolve the Lok Sabha before the completion of the 5 years, and it can extend it by 1 year during the times of emergencies. What are the qualifications needed for the member of the Lok Sabha? The first and foremost qualification, he or she should be citizen of India, should be about 25 years of age, should not hold any office or profit under any government, possess sound mental health, should not be proclaimed criminal, bankrupt, or insolvent. Now, who is the presiding officer of the Lok Sabha? The Speaker is the presiding officer of the Lok Sabha. He is elected amongst its own members. He is member of the ruling party. He maintains order into the house. There is a deputy speaker also who takes charge in the absence of the speaker. The speaker cannot cast his vote, but he can cast his vote when there is a tie between the ruling party or other, or he can give his vote to the party which he wants to win. Now, Rajya Sabha. The Rajya Sabha is called the Council of States or the upper house of the parliament. The maximum strength of the Rajya Sabha is 250, out of which 238 members represent the states and the union territory, while 12 members are nominated by the president from the field of art, literature, science, and social service. The Lok Sabha is a permanent house. It never dissolves, but 2/3 of its members retired every 2 years. Each member is elected for a term of 6 years. Qualification of the Lok Sabha. The first qualification, he or she must be citizen of India, should be 30 years of age or above, possess sound mental health, not hold any office of profit under government of India, and not be a criminal or insolvent. The Vice President of India is the ex-officer chairperson of the Rajya Sabha. He is the presiding officer and can take the proceeding of the Rajya Sabha. In his absence, the deputy chairman presides over the Rajya Sabha. The deputy chairman is elected from amongst its members of the Rajya Sabha by majority voting. Now, since we have the three organs of the government, there are the legislative subjects which are divided into three categories: the union list, the state list, and the concurrent list. The union list consists of 97 subjects, of which the union government has exclusive power to make law. These are include the defense, the finance, banking, post and telegraph, railways, airway, shipping, currency, etc., etc. The state list consists of 66 subjects over which the state legislatures have the exclusive power to legislate. The subjects are public health, sanitation, drainage, state transport, state taxes, agriculture, police, land revenue, etc. The concurrent list consists of 47 subjects on which both the union and the state legislature are empowered to make law. The concurrent list comprise economic and social planning, marriage, divorce, education, electricity, factories, newspaper, etc., etc. But in case of conflict between the union and the state legislatures over any subject in the tree list, the union law prevails, meaning the union government can make law on any of the three subjects if there is a conflict between the union and the state government. Now, what are the functions of the parliament? The parliament or the union legislatures has the following function. The first and foremost functions, it make the law. It is a law-making body. It is making the law on any special subject contained in the union on the concurrent list. It also has the power to pass law on subject of the state list which are meant for the state legislature. Second, passing the budget. Union budget is passed by the parliament. The budget shows the detail of the expected incomes of the government and how it plans to spend it. Now, next function is the judicial function. The parliament has certain judicial function. It has a power to impeach the president, the vice president, judges of the Supreme Court and the High Court, in case they don't abide by the constitution or misuse their power. In the electoral function, the union legislature play a significant role in the election of the president and the vice president of India. And passing a bill, it is one of the most important functions of the parliament. A law is introduced in the parliament in the form of bill. Now, what is bill? Bill is a draft of the proposed law. And there are three different kinds of bill, namely the ordinary bill, the money bill, and the Constitution Amendment Bill. And money bill is passed only in the Lok Sabha. Ordinary bill can be passed in any of the house. How does a bill become a law? When a bill is passed to both the house of the parliament, it is assented by the president and it becomes a law known as the act. There are some miscellaneous functions and power of the parliament also regarding the composition, jurisdictions, power of the Supreme Court. It may establish a common high court for two or more states. It may also alter the name or boundary of any states. The new states may be created by separation of territories from any of the states. So, in this chapter, we have learned about the Lok Sabha, the Rajya Sabha, the function of the parliament. And I will also give you some of the question answer which you can read at home and learn. Give a reading to the lesson so you can understand it properly. Thank you, dear students.